Hail Satan. All right, welcome to the Illuminati broadcast. I'm your host, your messiah, David Moreno. All right. All right. So, what does Moreno mean? All right. In Spanish, it means dark red skin. Right. It means brown. It means darkness. It could be a burgundy color as well. It's probably like the darkest red there is. All right. That's Moreno. Right. You could think of that as reign, like a king reigns. More, which means like great, right? So like the great ruler. And then the no is also a way to, it's an honorific title. And there's different ways you can see it. So nevermore. What does Edgar Allan's poetry say? Nevermore, nevermore. So moreno, right? Because never means no. And more, nevermore, moreno. All right, and I have Blackmore because Moreno means black. So Blackmore. Do you know what Blackmore is? All right, so Blackmore is a forest, right? So it's a black forest, a dark forest. It's usually represented by wands, right? So a lot of like witchcraft movies will have the Blackmore. There's a band called Blackmore. There's a band called Rainbow. So those are like my relatives, really. Um, that's my magic right there. So like you'll see me in a lot of different like archetypes in media, movies, film, music. You'll see my family history being honored. All right. So yeah, now we got that out of the way. Moreno. All right. Moshe Rabbeinu means Moses, the great rabbi, right? Moshe Rabbeinu, like the greatest rabbi of all time, the greatest one. That's my ancestor because Moreno means Moshe Rabbeinu. Moreno, Moshe Rabbeinu. My emperor. I am Emperor Nero as well because Moreno, so that means great Nero, great emperor, right? Um, and we all know who Nero is, the Antichrist. So not only am I the Messiah, I'm also the Antichrist. Okay. Oh yeah, that was my spell that I wanted to work on. I wanted to make everybody else an Antichrist, so that way they can be evil, right? So I'll make a whole bunch of messiahs and a whole bunch of antichrists, and then I'll have you guys all go crazy on that because everybody wants to play a role, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let me just give them the hardest roles, so that way they can just destroy each other. But I'm also a bank, so I can fund all these kinds of things. Sure, I might be poor right now, but I'm really rich. In reality, I am. I can influence markets. I can influence banks. I can influence wars. I can influence the world. All right. Let's see. That's what being a great wizard is about. Remember, Jewish people are wizards. That's why they make the story about Harry Potter. You're a Jew, Harry. You're a rabbi. You're a wizard. Now you know. But they're Ashkenazi because they're the real wizards, and then you have goblins, which are supposed to serve them, but they're not really very compatible. So like, they're the other Jews that are supposed to work for me, but they don't really do their job, right? Because they're like pride and full of shit. So they think they're better than me. So I gotta destroy them with my magic. So, but that's why wizards do what they do to let them know, like, hey, you work for me. I don't work for you. All right. So I'm up here. You're down here. I'm the champion. You guys are the scum at the bottom of the earth, right? And I have to clean up the earth. All right. I have to make it mine. All right. So yeah, you'll be like, well, how do wands and trees? Remember, Moses had a wand. He had a staff, a burning bush, a burning desire, a burning heart. He could do a lot of things, right? He could strike a rock and make water come out of it. He was a great magician. Solomon was a great magician. My ancestors are great magicians, like Merlin, King Arthur. Those are my ancestors. Okay. If you watch Harry Potter, that's what they're talking about, Ashkenazis. And the thing when you're Ashkenazi, you're not married into it. You don't just decide one day I'm gonna be an Ashkenazi Jew. That's not how it works. You don't just decide like I'm gonna be an Ashkenazi Jew. You can't do it. You have to be born into it. It's a Knights Templar thing. You can't just become a Knights Templar. You have to be born into it, and it's a royal thing. You have to be. It's a royal bloodline. You guys don't have that. I'm trying to find the best lighting so you guys can see me better. Whatever. All right, so you guys don't have that, right? You guys do not have that special thing that makes you great. You don't have it. That's what more means, right? Great. In Irish language, it means more. More means great. So now you guys are learning because I'm an Irish descendant of the O'Neill. So I'm like the great grandson of King O'Neill, King Arthur. So that means I rule over Europe. I rule over these nations. The best part is that I have to prove it, right? So I'm like, all right, I'll prove it. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to start from the bottom, just like Buddha did, right? Buddha, he threw everything away. He started at the bottom and he rose all the way back to the top. And I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it better because I'm the greatest form. I'm the greatest avatar there is, right? So I'm the, when Frieza, he's like, this isn't my ultimate form. This isn't my ultimate form. Well, now you get to see my ultimate form. And even if I wasn't in my ultimate form, I'm still the ultimate form. So booyah, I'm Frieza. You guys are just pathetic worms. All right, let's go back into Castle Demon Lord. The role playing game. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take it serious. It's not true. It's not real. This is all just a game. Welcome to the Illuminati game. Yes, welcome. You're part of the Illuminati now. Yeah, because remember, this is a pyramid. Everyone's a part of the Illuminati. You're all building blocks. You all work for me, right? You guys are all part of it. That's how it works, right? No one's exempt. No one is not part of it. Everyone's part of the Illuminati. It's just we all have different purposes, right? Some of us do this, some of us do that. Some of us get to enjoy life, some of us don't. Isn't that amazing? No, in my world, when I finish destroying everybody, the world's gonna be beautiful. Have you ever played Sword Art Online? Have you ever watched that show? And it's just a beautiful world where everyone can live their life to the fullest. That's what I want to bring to the earth. I want to let you live your life to the fullest. I want to give you a beautiful world. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to feel pain. And it's not going to be like some people portray it as a world that like you don't like what's the point of living? No, you're going to love life. When I'm done, you're going to love life because you're going to be on my team. If you're against me, you're going to hate life because you're going to be suffering in hell for all eternity. I'm going to find a way to do it. I mean, I do it already. I already do it. It's already been done. It's already happening. It's just I'm waiting for you guys to be like, King David's the Messiah. He's real. He really exists. Yeah, God, I hate bugs so much. I hate those little bugs. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. But they just remind me. I'm in a world with you retards. I'm in a world with you retards. All right. So we're gonna go back to the story, okay? With Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, we have Yubel and how it relates to the anime. So Yubel is like this. She's tortured, right? She's like, oh, I'm going through all this toxic abuse. Like, Yugi loves Seto and Seto loves Yugi, but they don't want to admit it to each other. Like, Yugi doesn't want Seto, but Seto wants Yugi, but Seto can't prove himself to Yugi. Like, there's so much. Like, she's going through so much pain, right? And Jaden has to get rid of her because she's so strong. And he's like, I can't be a girl. I can't fall in love. I can't be gay. That's why he goes through so much pain when he finds out he loves Jesse. He's like, oh my God, I love Jesse. He's so cute. He gets to play with Crystal Beast and he hears spirits like I do. He's just like me. And that's what Seto and Kaiba are. Seto and Yugi are cousins, but Yugi looks at Seto and he's like, oh my God, you're so cool. You love duel monsters just as much as I do. And you want to be the champion, but like, I want to be your friend. I want to be with you and I want to be around you. And I'll take part in the tournaments that you're in. Like, I'll do whatever it takes to be a part of your life. And Seto's the same way, but it's so toxic. So toxic. All right. So that explains my life because growing up, if you're in the Illuminati and you're up here and you know all the stories and you're not being chained down and manipulated and you know like what's up, if you're a spellman, if you're a real Ashkenazi wizard, you'll know these things, all right? So I'm like, I knew it. I'm like, I knew that guy liked me. I knew that they liked me. I knew they wanted to be with me. I knew that they were trying to program it to happen, right? To make this wonderful love story between us, to finally get me to choose. If you ever watch Swan Princess, the movie, the cartoon, she's like, she doesn't really like the guy, but then she ends up loving him later. So that's how it is, right? I'm like, I don't really like Brendan Urie, but now I do. I don't really like Jared Kushner, but now I do. I don't really like Robert Pattinson, but now I do. I don't really like Travis Mills, but now I do. Like I have to. And then there's all these boys. I don't really like Oliver Sykes, but now I do. Like when I was younger, I was like I didn't want to like them because they weren't good people, and then they would prove themselves, and then it would be like, what's so complicated, right? But that's toxicity. That's that bramble rose bush. That's why you see the one character, Akiza, she uses the rose dragon, the black rose dragon, because she's going through so much pain. And you have like Black Veil Brides or something, and they have that Black Rose song. Anyways, you just have to know. You have to just be in the know. If you're not fierce, if you're not current, if you're not trendy, you wouldn't know. Like, do you know who Panic at the Disco is? Do you know who Brendan Urie is? Do you know who Oliver Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon is? Do you know like who they are, what they are, how they're made, what energies they're tapping into? Do you understand any of it? I don't think you do. All right. Anyways, all right. Are you being controlled by them? Do they control you? Do you control them? Do you know anything? Do you know anything? I don't think you do. All right. So let's get back to the story because remember, Yami Bakura is going to be Oliver Sykes. Darts is going to be Brendan Urie. Seto Kaiba is going to be Jared Kushner. We don't know who Robert Pattinson. What's his name? The Irwin, Steve Irwin. His son. What's his son's name? He's an Irwin. Let's just call him Irwin. All right, he is also another Blue Eyes White Dragon. Remember, there's these Blue Eyes White Dragons. Which one's the real one? Which one's the one that Yugi's gonna be with? Because Yugi's gonna be with the Blue Eyes White Dragon. It belongs to him, right? So they're trying to find out who's Yugi's true love. Who's Yugi's true love? Even in the animes, like they just show it. Like that's what Grave Squirmer is. Grave Squirmer. If you look at him, he's like a mummy, but he has these angel wings. He has these claws. He's wearing boy shorts, and he's like this monster a bit, like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing. And you look at the characters that love Yugi, they're tortured. They're like, oh, I love Yugi so much, but like, how do I tell him that I love him? So, people are trying to find ways to tell me they love me. So Brendan Urie's like, I love you, David. I want to be with you, but like, my life sucks. Like, oh my God, how do I impress you? I can make music, but like, all I do is push you away. And then I just become more famous. And then if I become more famous, then I can't be with you because I have all these responsibilities. Because remember, the celebrities, okay, this is entertainment purposes only. The celebrities, every celebrity is working with the drug dealer. So, like, let's say we have rock and roll. They're going to be working with, like, cocaine people or something, right? We have EDM. They're going to be working with, like, psychedelics and things like that. And then you have rappers. They're working, like, weed dealers and things like that. So, everybody's working with drug dealers, right? So then he can't just be like, oh my God, I love you, David, because he's working for all these dangerous people that will like hurt him or the ones he loves, or there'll be some kind of power dynamic. So they have to keep climbing for the top, right? They have to keep climbing for this power. And they're like, either David's all the way at the top up there or he's all the way at the bottom down there. Which one is it? So they don't know which way to go. And then eventually they just kind of give up because they're like, it's been so many years. I can't ever find him. I can't win. Like, how do I make this work? So they're just like, do I love him? And for me, I'm like, oh, I know what to do. I'll do an Illuminati ritual. What do you do in your Illuminati ritual? You have to destroy the thing you love. What did Kanye do? He got rid of his mom. He got rid of a lot of people he loves, and he went crazy, but he got all this power, right? That's what celebrities do. They get rid of things they love so that they could get power. They get rid of like a normal life so they can have power, right? They get rid of their best friends so they can have power. They get rid of their childhood so they can have power. They do a lot of things to get power. And I didn't do that. So I'm like, all right, I'll sacrifice what I love to get power. What do I love? I love Panic at the Disco. I love Brendan Urie. What happens? I destroyed it. So what happened to Panic at the Disco? It's not even a band anymore. Oliver Sykes, boom. Bring Me the Horizon. Yeah, sure, they're going to make music, but just give me time. I'll destroy them eventually. It's just going to take a minute. It takes a minute to beat them because they have so many fans that back them up and fuel them. But eventually you'll crush them. Eventually I will crush them with my magic. Eventually. They're hanging on to their life. They're falling off a mountain and they're holding on. But I'm like crushing them slowly to get what I want. But if I'm sacrificing what I love because I love those guys so much, and then as I'm destroying them, I see the truth, and I'm like, so you guys love me, but you really wanted just to use me, didn't you? So I have to like really torture myself. That's what Yubel's doing. She gets the Samsara de Lotus, and she's like, you love me, but you don't. You know, when you're picking the flower, you're like, you love me, you don't love me. You love me, you don't love me, right? He loves me not. He loves me, he loves me not. Moreno, nevermore, nevermore, right? So there's this torturous love story. Yeah. So now you're kind of getting what's inspiring it, what's creating it, how it all works. Yeah. And then you get Nightmare Pain, which is this bramble rosebush that Yubel uses. It destroys a monster to bring out another monster that's even greater. And she has 0 attack and 0 defense, so she's defenseless, just like me, like in the game. I'm not allowed to hurt people in the real world because then I'll get in trouble, right? Like I can't go out and punch a person in the face. I can't go out and do bad things. I'm never going to win that way. I have to win a certain way, and that's by letting others attack me, right? So if I force you to attack, because that's what Nightmare Pain does, it forces you to attack, but you're caught up in these rose bushes with thorns, and every time you move, you're hurting yourself. So the more you want to hurt me, the more you hurt yourself. So even if Brendan loves me and he has no intentions of hurting me, I wrap him with that rose bush, boom, and I force him to attack. And I put into his mind a vision of destruction, something he wants to destroy. So he might not even see me anymore. Or if he does see me, all he sees is that he wants to destroy me. Boom. That's that MK Ultra. I'm using it against them. That Manchurian Candidate. What does the Manchurian Candidate do? It's a ritual that forces you, like you'll be the happiest person in the world, but you see that one thing and your eyes turn red and you have to attack. So it's a program, right? So I'm using it against them, and I'm like, all right, now when you think about me, you want to destroy me. And if you want to destroy me, you're only going to destroy yourself, because that's how powerful I am. I'm a king, right? So if I'm the king and I have this spiritual army around me and I force you to attack me, you're going to step into my realm, and it's going to make it easier for my powers to just crush you. Instead of me having to stretch out my arm and crush you, you're going to come to me and I'm going to destroy you, right? So I'm going to be like, here's a guillotine. You come here and you let the guillotine fall on you. You pull your own guillotine down on your own head. That's how much you're going to love me. That's how strong my magic is. That's how it works, right? Frightening. It's very frightening. That's why it's entertainment purposes only. It's only in Castle Demon Lord. It's just the game. And I'm just explaining to you how it works, okay? This is all just hypothetical. None of it's real. None of it's true. Don't take it serious, because your brains can't handle that. Mine can, but your can't, okay? Because I'm a Ren. No, I'm a Great. I'm an O'Neill. I can handle these things. You guys can't. We have banshees. You know the banshee? Those are our guardian spirits. We can handle those spirits. If you were to hear a banshee, you would go mad and you would be destroyed. All right, we're learning, right? Just like how I can handle a basilisk. If a basilisk came into my room and it lived among me, it wouldn't hurt me. But if it went into your room, you would die just from being around it. It kills things. And they have those in Mexico. It's a real thing. So I'm a Slytherin for show, and I'm a Gryffindor, I'm a Ravenclaw, I'm Hufflepuff, I'm all of it. I'm Hogwarts, bitches. All right. But yeah, I'm basically Voldemort, right? It's because Voldemort is David Moreno. Voldemort, right? The Great Death. Let's see, what else do we have? But I would also be Draco Malfoy. Why? Because Draco Malfoy is DM. What's my initials? David Moreno. And who is Draco Malfoy? He's the son of Lucius. So he's, a junior. So David Jr. So that's me right there, all the way through. All right. So we're learning, right? We're learning. I hope we're learning. All right, so we got Yubel using Nightmare Pain. What else do we have with Yubel? She has Nightmare Throne. She's just sitting on the throne, and she's like, come take it from me. She's like, I own the Matrix. Come take it from me. You want the Matrix, right? But remember, Yubel is Kuriboh. That's why they have a dark Kuriboh with little bat wings to show Yubel. But that's Kuriboh. When you finally open up, Kuriboh is a chestnut. I hope you guys know. You open up Kuriboh, and then the truth comes out, and it's Yubel, and she's just like, I'm going through so much pain, and pain is the only answer. So if I'm at the top of the Illuminati, I'm the demon lord, I'm the king of this world, I'm the supreme king. And she's trying to show Jaden, like, this is who I am, this is who we are. When Jaden lived his past life, he was the supreme king, right? This Greek Neros, this Greek Roman emperor, right? Nero, Julius Caesar, Jesse Anderson, Julius Caesar, right? Jesus Christ, Jesse Anderson, Jesus Christ, Julius Caesar, same thing, right? And then Jesse Anderson, when he in his past life, he was this girl. He was this girl that sacrificed her life to graft into her the dragon into her, to become Jaden's eternal defender, loving defender forever. So this guardian, an angel for him, like she sacrificed herself to protect him forever. And that's Seto Kaiba too, because Seto is Jesse Anderson, remember? Okay. So now we see Seto Kaiba, he did sacrifice himself for Yugi, for the Pharaoh. But eventually he gets corrupted, right? And then he wants to take the throne from the Pharaoh. And he's like, I have all the power. So Set was there to help Horus, but then he tries to take the kingdom from Horus. And then Horus has to be like, I love you, Set, but I have to destroy myself to destroy you. I have to destroy what I love. And what does he do? He destroys his mom to destroy Set. So basically, it's me saying, all right, I have to destroy what I love. You're right. You guys were right. It's true. I have to. I have to destroy the Illuminati, all the people that I love in it. I have to destroy them. Why? Because if I destroy them, their spiritual energy will become my spiritual energy, and I can transform it the way I want to. I can take everything that they went through and transform it. I know it's horrible. I know it's horrible. I know, but I'm not going to do it the way they do it. I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to do it with magic. So nobody gets hurt, nobody gets in trouble, nothing bad happens. No one can be blamed for it. It's just going to be magic. Just like Charlie Kirk's gone, right? Who's to blame? The shooter. You can't blame me. Even if I used magic to influence you, you couldn't blame me. COVID happened. Even though that happened, you couldn't blame me. I know that my magic is powerful enough to do something like that. But remember, it's entertainment purposes only. It's only hypothetical. Did I do it? Or was it just a science experiment? Did I influence it? Or was it just a science experiment? When you work in the mafia, what does the boss do? You don't know what I do. You don't know how it works. You just know that it does. You just know that I'm the boss. You just don't know how, but I am. They don't have any ties. But now I have to live in a world where I have to show my ties. So that's what I'm doing. I'm like, all right, here you guys go. All your evidence, all your truth, all your knowledge, and I'm going to give it to you the best way possible. It's like this eternal judgment, right? Solemn judgment all the way through. But instead of you guys judging me, I'm the judge. I'm pulling the evidence out. And I'm like, no, I'm going to see all the bad stuff you guys were doing, and I'm going to punish you guys. I'm going to turn this around on you guys. That's what Jesus does. He flips the table. He's like, you guys aren't going to make money off me. Boom, I'm going to make money off you. And what do the Jews do now? They rely on America, a Christian country, to protect them. The Jews aren't doing it. Their God's not doing it. Our God is. You know who our God is? It's their God, but better. Our God rules over all the other gods. So their gods are all God, Jesus, but Jesus is the ultimate form, right? He's like, hey, y'all, what's up? And I'm Jesus, right? Boom. Revelations. Mind blown. I hope so. I hope you're getting woken up now, because y'all been sleeping for a long time in the Matrix, right? Like, we're being programmed. You are... I wish I could call you a bad word. Oh, you scum, you maggots. My fish is just... He's looking at me. He's like, call him a bad word. Those bastards. They're retarded. Oh, I love my fish. He's so vibrant and beautiful. He's been getting more vibrant every day. More and more red every day. He's so responsive and beautiful. I love him. And his fins are getting longer. They're getting sharper. He's so handsome. And he loves his cage. He loves his little world, his home. He loves it. I made a beautiful world for him. I bring him like dried up leaves so they can decompose, and he can just like look at them and eat little bugs that grow on them, and they clean the water for him. His tank is very clean. It's very clean, and I don't clean it. I just throw leaves in there, and the leaves clean the tank for me. And I even have those pathos plants, and they just purify the water, and I just add more clean water. I just add water to it. I don't do anything. I just add water to it. Isn't that amazing? I'm magical. I'm fucking magical. I'm magical, y'all. I'm so magical. If anybody tells you religion is not magic, it's magic. In order to be truly holy, holy is magic. Mana is magic. What does God bring down from the sky? Manna. It's magical. It's magical. Moses is magic. The tablets were magic. Imagination is magic. You guys are learning because you guys don't understand. You guys were programmed by NASA. No actual science allowed. Science is magic. So NASA is just like, it's a production company just so you guys can like live a fake life. It's just, that's what it is. You conspiracy theorists, you crisis actors, you guys are horrible. You want me to believe that you're really Christians? You're not really Christians. You know how I know you're not really Christians? A Christian wouldn't use a computer. A Christian wouldn't use the internet. A Christian wouldn't believe any of the things that you guys are saying. A real Christian wouldn't. But there's no more real Christians. Remember that. We're in the end of days where the bad people are on the earth. So everybody's the enemy. Remember that. Everyone is a liar. Everyone's the enemy. All right, so let's go back to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yubel. So she's on this nightmare throne, right? So the internet is that throne. Media is the throne. God is the throne. And what does the Antichrist do? He sits on the throne and he proclaims it. I am God. What do? I'm here on the throne and I'm saying I am God. And it's the nightmare throne. And Yubel's sitting there with her duel disc. She's like, bring it on. Let's fight. Let's duel. I got a ton of cards. Let's play. Why won't you play with me, Jaden? But that's when I was younger. I was like, I can't play with Yubel because if I take the role, then that means I have to destroy the world and I have to destroy all you lovely people. But now I'm like, you guys aren't people. You guys are monsters. I can send you to the stars. You go to the stars. I'll send you to the stars. And Ken can go try to save you. He can go save the stars with his imaginary friends, his CGI friends. Sorry, I'm here to destroy everything. Yubel destroys everything. And she makes everything hers with the super polymerization, remember? And she uses Mature Chronicles. It's a spell card that allows her to get stronger and stronger because she's going through her Elon. This is my Elon. This is my ephod. And I'm going through it and I'm like, oh. So now that I think about it, if Elon Musk is named after an Elon, Musk is a wand actually. It's something that's created from a whale musk. It's a whale wand. So basically you get a whale bone and you turn it into a wand or a staff and you use magic with it, like Leviathan magic. So Elon Musk is somebody that collects a lot of data on people. So he probably has tons of information on people. And this is my Elon. So I have tons of information on everybody on this simple thing. And I don't need a computer for it, but I can use one. Let's see. How are we going to work this? How are we going to understand this? All right, let's see. It's 10:33. It's 4:19. It's Sunday. My battery's dying. And I'm drinking coffee. All right, so Yubel. She has her nightmare throne, and she's basically saying she's God and the Antichrist, and she rules over it all, right? And then she becomes Yubel. So once she can destroy herself, so she's like, go ahead, destroy me, attack me. You attack her, you destroy her, you find a way to destroy her. She even destroys herself. She brings out Yubel, Terror Incarnate. And when she brings that out, she has this two-headed dragon. What is a two-headed dragon? Think for 1 minute. What has two heads and is a dragon? And what's a dragon? A snake. So what has two snakes? Gay people. And what is the Antichrist? A gay person. They say he doesn't love women. I don't love women. I'm gay. Full-on gay. I'm totally Greek, totally Roman. Son of Rome. The Antichrist. He has to be gay, right? These two snakes. So if it's this two-headed dragon and its heart is an eyeball, So it's letting you know, like, oh my God, I'm gay. He's like, oh my God, I'm gay. So when Jaden is like, oh my God, I'm gay, he's going through all this pain. He's like, oh, I'm gay, I'm gay. But that's the grave squirmer. He's like, oh, I'm gay, and that's that mummy wrap. Believe it or not, the mummy wrap, the bandages are talismans that they wrap. What do they wrap in the Jewish mysticism? They wrap this, they wrap that, they wrap. There's a wrap, right? What do rappers do? They wrap. Mummies. Get it? All right. We're getting it. Talismans, magic, programming things, right? So he's getting wrapped. But also the people he loves are being wrapped too. Oliver Sykes, he's wrapping himself in all these tattoos of how much he loves me. He's wrapping himself. Brendan Urie, he's wrapping himself in all these tattoos on his left arm. How strange. Just on his left arm? Just like you, Bell? That's strange. That's how you tie in Illuminati conspiracy theories, because Illuminati conspiracy theories, this is how they work. It's a big world, all right? So down the street, this is Wall Street. So this would be New York's ley line, the connection between LA to New York, right? This is our ley line, and money travels between these two planes. And then I have this stock market exchange down the street. A long time ago, they built this beautiful stock market exchange, a beautiful bank. And then all of a sudden, the stock market crashes. They close down that bank. So that means they stole the money. And what's there now? A nightclub. And what is nightclubs run by? Mafias. So that lets you know the mafia, they were paying out the mafia right there. There's somebody in there underground controlling that money. And there's ley lines between those banks. And I have a nose for money, so I know where things go. I'm a real Jew. I can smell money and gold. I can smell lies, truth, and deceit. That's why they say the Messiah, he has a nose. He knows things. I have a beautiful nose. Look how beautiful my nose is. It's way better than your nose. It's not too big, not too small. It's just right. Goldilocks. Perfect, right? We're learning. I'm trying to make you guys geniuses. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help destroy you. All right. And if you're my follower, I'm trying to help you guys learn how to beat the zombies out there. All right. So we have the Grave Squirmer. We have Samsara D Lotus. Yubel's destroying the Lotus part. And we're understanding talismans a little bit better, and we're understanding like phantom pain. We're understanding astral projections. We're understanding the Matrix. We're understanding remote viewing. Oh my God, my fish is building a nest. It's so cute. He grabs the bubbles and then he shoots the bubbles under the leaf to create a nest. That means he's happy and comfortable. That means he wants to have babies. He's practicing learning how to make babies. Isn't that beautiful that animals can do that? Like seahorses, they're pretty gay. They'll go and get the babies in their stomach and they take care of it. Dolphins are gay. Gay is a good thing. So we're going to go back to the Terror Incarnate, right? Not everyone can be gay. If you're gay and you're a bad guy, then you're a bad guy. If you're gay and you're holy, you're not really a bad guy. So yeah, he's like, I must be a bad guy. I'm this two-headed dragon. I'm super gay. It's torture. It's pain, right? And he destroys everything around him. At the end of the phase, he destroys all the monsters on the field. That's how powerful he is. He has 0 attack and 0 defense, but he can still destroy everything. So that lets you know his power is infinite. He can just destroy whatever he wants. And that's what I'm learning right now. I'm like, I'm just going to destroy it all, right? And then once nightmare pain sets in, it can destroy again the incarnate and become the ultimate nightmare. And remember, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Devilman Part 2. So Devilman was an anime a long time ago in Japan in the 80s that was about this guy that was a devil and he saves the world. He was a superhero. That was my dad. And then they had me and I was born. And I had to do the same thing, but this time I was like Yugi. And then they're kind of explaining it that way. But there's a monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! In Devilman that looks just like the Ultimate Nightmare. It has like these 2 heads, and it has a head on its chest, and it has a head coming out of it on the top. And it fights Devilman. It's always beating him. It's always fighting him. So that was me and my dad. I'm like always fighting him, And then I finally come out, and then I'm like, oh, snaps, let's go. I'm ready to conquer the earth. So it's like they knew the Messiah was going to be the Antichrist. They knew the Antichrist was going to be the Messiah. So they programmed all this to make it harder for you to know who I am. They made it harder for me so I can't rule the world because they want to rule the world for themselves. They're like, prove it. Let's go. Let's duel. All right. So dueling is judgment days, right? Because you're like, who's right? Who's wrong? Who's going to win? Who's going to be on top? And who's going to lose? Boom. And the thing with me is like, okay, I can lose, but I'm going to win the war. So that's what Yubel does. She's like, go ahead, hit me. Take it all. Hurt me. Show me how much you hate God. Because I'm God. Hurt me. So that way I know that you're the enemy. I need to know you're the bad guy. I need to know you're my enemy. Hit me. That's what she says. Hit me, right? Have you ever seen your mom get hit by your dad? She says, hit me. I've seen it. All right. See, I've seen pain. I've seen torture. I've seen hate. I've seen love, and I've seen destruction. I've seen it all. But you humans, you never seen that. And if you did, you didn't stand up for what you love. I know you didn't. I know you didn't. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Mm-mm. I know you were using me. Don't worry. All right, so once she destroys herself, she becomes this next form that's just this ultimate destruction. And once it hits you, it banishes you. So it's like, go ahead, hit me, and then you'll be banished. So they hit her, boom, they're gone. So go ahead, Brennan Urie, hit me. He's like, boom, he's gone. Go ahead, Ollie, hit me. Boom, he's gone. I don't want to hit you, but I can't stop myself. Boom, he's gone, right? I just have to let the magic work. What's the next one? You have Phantom of Yubel, and it's just her arm, and it goes into the person, and it infests them, just like Vipar or Nafula or Vipar and Focalar. They infest their victim. You can't stop air. It can travel through the internet. If you ever go on your iPhone and you talk on it, you can feel the air coming out of it. You didn't know that? That's how COVID traveled through the internet. So people that lived all the way in the Netherlands that didn't have access to a city, but they had access to internet, they still got infected by the virus. OMG, are you telling me viruses can travel through the air and through electromagnetic waves? And that this is what this is? Oh my god, I didn't know that. I didn't study Greek mythology. I didn't know Hermes was the god of technology. And I didn't know that you were connected to all those pieces. But you did. You did know. You did know. You did. You did. Don't worry. You did. You did know. You did. You do know that I'm the Messiah. You do know that. You already know that. You know that. Heart and soul, from the bottom core of your heart, you know that I'm the Messiah. You know it. Okay? That's done. We're moving on now. All right? So what's the next part of Yubel? Finally, she takes this ultimate loving defender form where she fuses everything into her, and she's perfect now. She has her dragon on her arm, because that's right here. That's my dragon, that mole. Like, all right, let's go. I'm powerful now. I'm ready for battle. I have the dragon. I can speak like a dragon now. What does the dragon do? He proclaims. I can proclaim now. She grows her horns. She's ready. She got her bat wings ready to fly. She's good to go. In the Ars Goetia, you use the ink of a blood bat. So basically, when you are saying you're using ink of a blood and a bat, they prick the wing of the bat and then they write with it. So basically, what they're saying is, all right, now we can control that darkness and we can use it because that darkness is powerful. The bats are powerful. They can speak through the night, right? They can speak through the darkest times. And people, that's what they do. They hide into their shadow, into the shade, until they're comfortable. They hide into their rooms. They hide into the rooms of their mind. And that bat can fly out of there, right? So that's what I can do. Bring out that darkness out of you, the truth. And I can make you do what I want. All right. But I'm a good guy. I'm really good. That's why Yubel's like, I'm the hero. I'm the superhero. Elemental Wingman, that's me. Elemental Heroes Neos, that's me. She's like, I'm all of them. I'm the best one. I'm the greatest villain. I'm the hero. That's what the villain become. The greatest hero becomes the greatest villain. I hope you know that. If you didn't know, now you know. All right, so let's keep going with the story. What else do we have? What other cards do we have in the Yubel archetype? Oh, Weiswein Grinder, the Grinder Golem. My family creates golems because we're Ashkenazi. So there's a golem named Emeth, And once you take off the E, you get meth. It means life and death, truth and lie. It's a great golem, just like Frankenstein, just like anything you could imagine. So she summons this golem, and it attacks Yubel. So basically, she's like, if you're not going to do it, I'll summon something for around you that'll do it for me. So no matter where you go, no matter what you do, I can use magic to turn yourself against yourself to attack me. So you'll be like, I'm not gonna. If hitting King David is the way to find out. Long time ago, what did the Egyptians do? They knew how to find people that were cursing the Pharaoh. So if they were like, who's cursing the Pharaoh? Who's cursing the Pharaoh? We're going to look for you. We're going to find you. So if you don't believe that's your Pharaoh, if you don't believe that's your God, we're going to come get you. They can do it. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. It's real stuff. We can be like, oh, there's a lot. Your spirits are snitching on you. We can see it. We can see it. We know it. Those spirits work for us. You think that idol's going to protect you, and that idol works for us. Don't forget that, okay? Don't forget that one. Remember that one. Write that one down into your heart with blood, like this, like an ink pen, like Harry Potter did with the ink quill. And it scarred him. That's why Daniel Radcliffe's like, I cannot defeat King David. You can't defeat me. And he's like, every time I try, I get destroyed. You think that they're normal people? They're broken in here. They're messed up. Money's the only thing that's keeping them glued together. Money and smoke and mirrors and lies, right? Anyways, let's keep going. What else do we have? What other cards? I love that Grinder Golem though. So cool. So cool. It's like forcing them to fight. And the thing that Grinder Golem does, he heals. He heals me to destroy you. It's cool. It's really cool. So the Golem loves me. Golem loves me. Golem loves me. If you ever see Monster Rancher, Golem loves Pixie. I'm Pixie. Golem loves Pixie. That's what Lamia is. A pixie, a succubus, a Lilith. That's what I am. Get the used to it. That's why I'm a Gemini, an air sign. I'm a Lilith. I'm God's greatest creation. Get used to it. Get used to it. I'm Sabrina Spellman. Hello. I really am. Get used to it. I'm Jesus. Get used to it. I'm the Messiah. I'm the Antichrist. I could do whatever I want. Get out of my face. Hurt me, please. No, really, hurt me. Hurt me. Destroy me. The more you hurt me, the more I win. So hurt me. All right. And I've noticed it. A lot of people have been coming up to me to try to hurt me. And I'm like, oh, it's working. It's working. It's working. But then right when they get to it, they're like, ah, and then they run. And I'm like, oh, it really is working. That's magic. That's magic. That's faith. That's God. That's some real stuff right there. It's a holy war. I'm related to the Crusaders. They knew what was up. Holy war stuff. Baphomet. That's why Yubel is Baphomet. That's why I'm Baphomet. That's why I'm so brown and beautiful. I'm Baphomet. Get over it. That's why I have breasts. I'm Baphomet. I'm a boy with a girl's body. Get over it. And I have to destroy the Illuminati. I have to destroy the elites. So that way I can take their power and make it mine. So I can take their money, their boats, their houses, their wealth, everything that they own and make it mine. Their land and make it mine. I'm just going to destroy it anyways. They got a nice house, boom, I'm just going to roll it over and make a new one. No, actually, I'm just going to destroy it and like lava it. I'm a lava golem it where it just gets completely destroyed. And I'm just going to build a forest or a lake or a pond or maybe something for little animals to grow in because I don't like you guys. I do not like you guys. I had a dream about a whole bunch of monkeys that were like hanging out with me and they loved me. They were so cute. And then I had a dream about a whole bunch of like this eagle and it was hanging out with me. I was like, oh, how cute. They were so happy with me. I love it. So yeah, I can't wait to destroy you guys. I can take your familiars and turn them against you. I can. So if you have a spiritual ally, I can turn that against you. Just to let you know. Another rule, it's always going to hurt before it gets better. So if you are on my team and things are really tough, it's okay. Go through the tough parts so it can get better. But if you're not on my team, you're going to try to do it the easy way and escape and run and run and run, but it's going to catch up to you and you're going to get caught in the bushes and in the thorns and you're going to end up hurting yourself. Yep, that's how it works. Like imagine you're running away from the killer in the movie and then your leg breaks. That's what's going to happen. You're going to try to run from me, your leg breaks and you're like, "Oh, snaps." And I'm going to turn you around. I'm going to force you to attack me. So then you're like, and then you end up breaking more bones, right? Until you're destroyed. But everybody has a different level of spiritual energy. So just like when I go after the celebrities, it takes a while because they have so much spiritual energy and all these fans that protect them. And little by little, I'm destroying their fans and all the people they love and still destroying the celebrity at the same time. So it takes a while to just get the right amount of force to break them. Just a while. Just give it a moment. It will happen. It will happen. All right. So I think that's enough for today. I'm trying to think of any more Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are Yubel. We have the Opening of the Spirit Gates, the Dark Beckoning Beast. Those are Alatori, which are the spirits that obey to do my bidding, to destroy the human world. So usually when you see the Demon Lord, you see him with a whole bunch of bats. And those bats are just demons that do what he wants. So that's my spiritual energy. What else do we have? That's a Yubel archetype. We have Grinder Golem, Lava Golem. We have a lot of Samsara D Lotus. We have the Grave Squirmer. We have Yubel. The Eternal Loving Defender Forever trap card where she fuses everything. Super Polymerization, and she keeps bringing herself back from the grave. We have Nightmare Throne. I think that's about it. Yeah. So have a great day. Have a lovely day. Today's going to be wonderful. I'm going to do some rituals. I hope you're living the best life that you can live. This was all entertainment purposes only. It's only a role-playing game. Don't believe it. None of these things are based on real people. It's just made up stuff. It's just for entertainment purposes only. It's free use, so you can use it however you want. The only catch is that eventually you have to pay me back. And you do have to pay me, but maybe in different ways. And we'll find out how it goes. But I definitely want cash. Remember in Revelations, they say that you're going to bring Jesus all the gold of the world and be like, "You're my Lord, we worship you, and do what you want with us." And I'm like, "Okay, I will." That's what I want, right? So that's how the world works. Castle Demon Lord, it's a wonderful game. It's an Ashkenazi game. You guys are getting the gist of it. It's Norse, it's Celtic. It's the Knights of the Round Table. We're learning, we're growing, we are role-playing, live action role-playing, we are living, yes we are, let's keep going, I'm crazy, woo, yeah, I testify that I'm the best, I testify that you're losers, deuces, bye.